Well, I guess this is as far as we're going to go with this truck because we just sold it. So they're buying it as just a cab and chassis, just like you see it here. So all the extras and goodies that I have purchased, like the aluminum tanks and the stainless steel steps we're putting on and all the toolboxes and the bed itself, will go onto another truck. I have decided, I put this up for sale because this is the way I do stuff. It's all for sale. I could care less if I've gone through it front to back, whatever. If it's profitable, it's for sale. So this truck is sold. We are going to take that bed. He's going to build a chipper body out of it. We're going to take the bed. We'll put it on another truck. The next truck will be bigger horsepower and air brakes. That'll be the big difference there. Likely it'll be a red F750, I imagine. Anyways, so that's it for this one. We'll put the end on this series. We got a temporary, some mud flaps and lights on for him, and get a couple brackets off of here that I have hanging on each side of the frame. So, all right, guys, look for that one with driving away. So that truck's gone. It just left here a little bit ago, and I started working on this truck. This is that 96 T600 Kenworth 60 series Detroit. This is the one that had that motor noise. A friend of mine came by and listened to it, and you know, in the video I said I thought it was a wrist pin. That's what I think it is, and he says he thinks that's right. He thinks it probably is a wrist pin or a broken skirt on a piston or something like that. But the only way we're going to know is we're going to drop the oil pan, and we'll bar the motor over and stick the camera up there and see if the wrist pin moves before the piston does, or however it's going to work out. But that's going to be later. Right now I was working on getting the brake valve out. This is the foot valve, which you see coming through the bottom of the floor. Get you some light right here. This is where the brake valve is. The top of it is still there. I'm struggling with the light. The top is still there. It gets demounted. It's broken. You can see, if I get out of there, this is the pedal, and you can see it's been broken for quite some time. So I just ordered a new valve for it, and it comes with the pedal. So I've been working on getting the valve out from underneath the truck, and it's you know, it's not difficult. It's just tough to get to. It's way back in here underneath the floor, and as you can imagine, it's basically, you know, this is the truck, and it's sitting way back in here underneath the cab. But I got it off, so we're ready, and I matched up, and I got it coming. And you know, this place that I've mentioned before, when I got the lug nuts for the FL70, or the wheel studs. I needed new wheel studs for that yellow truck when we were working on it, so I needed longer ones. I got it from Michigan Spring is what it's called, and so they actually had this valve, and it was a good price, and the shipping was reasonable, and we're supposed to have it in just a few days, so that'll work out real well. So we'll get this back in, but I'll have to transfer over every single one of these valves. I would like to replace these with push to connect, because these ones over here, this valve sits like this, and these two and this one right here are just miserable to get to. These aren't so bad because, you know, you can get to them because they're on the outside. And I took the clutch linkage loose and dropped it out of the way to give me some more room. But when we get this, we'll get the new one. We'll get it back in. I was going to show you a video of the truck leaving, the yellow one, but my camera cut out again, so we're missing a lot of stuff. And just bear with me, guys. I'm trying to get it figured out, but it looks like I just need to buy another camera and another phone. It's just a problem. But let me show you what we got going on with the exhaust on this. So this is the muffler off of it, and it basically rotted in two. So I just got that off. The stack was shoved down in here so far I really had to use an air chisel and a splitting chisel to split that so I could get it out of there. It was really tough. I'll show you what the back of the truck with a bracket is. That's got to be repaired too. So this is where the muffler mounts in the back of the cab, and there's this bracket here. This part of the bracket's okay. This part's not. It's cracked right here, and it's got a hole rusted through right here. I mean, the truck's a 96. These are to be expected. So next thing I'm going to do is take this whole bracket off. It's got a support that goes from the top over to keep it from bouncing around, but I'm going to take that off, take this loose, and either rebuild this or repair it, whichever needs to be. I may take it apart and find that this part in here is in bad shape. We'll have to wait and see. I'm sure I can buy that part, but it's just, what, 3/16 plate steel. I could make that pretty easy. So we're going to get that off next, but I'm going to leave you with that. This is a T600 that I'm working on right now, and it's got a lot to do. It's got a leaking wheel seal here I need to get on. We're going to take that apart. You can see that's a fire waiting to happen right there. So we're going to do all that, and we're going to probably move forward with the motor soon and see what's going on there. I've had many people interested in this truck, but they want to be able to drive it. They don't want to pay to tow it. So that's why I'm replacing this brake valve so that it can be driven, and I'll get that exhaust fixed. However, I was able to drive it a good bit, and you know, on private roads, and it ran great. It held great oil pressure. It shifted good. The transmission worked well. The exhaust brake worked good. Yeah, it's just a decent truck. I mean, it just needs some care. So anyways, as soon as that gets in, I'll bring you back, and we'll get back to this video on this truck. We'll make it a series. So we'll catch y'all later. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you on the next one.